Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome to my channel Parina Jain Tutorials. Here I am with my new video of control and coordination part 2 nervous system. So let's start. First of all, let's understand about nervous system. We can divide the nervous system into two parts, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system is associated with brain and spinal cord, and peripheral nervous systems means it is governed by the nerves, all the nerves, sensory nerves and motor nerves. Sensory nerves are also called as afferent nerves, and these nerves are associated with the receptor organ, which we have done in the previous video. Receptor organs are the sensory organs like ears, eyes, nose, tongue, skin. So all these are sensory organs. So sensory nerves are associated with these sensory organs which receives the stimulus. Motor nerves are also known as efferent nerves. These nerves are associated with the effector organ, the muscles which are going to respond towards the stimuli. Now, motor nerves can be divided into somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. Somatic nervous systems means it controls all the reflex actions which runs by our will. Means it controls all the voluntary actions like speaking, writing, walking, pulling or pushing. But autonomic nervous system controls all the reflex actions which are involuntary in nature, which do not runs according to our will and which happens in our body unknowingly. For example, our heartbeat, respiration, releasing of gastric juice in the stomach, all these are going autonomically in our body, which is not controlled by which is going on unknowingly in our body. Then autonomic nervous system can be classified into two parts, sympathetic and parasympathetic afterwards. So let's understand what is parasympathetic and sympathetic in nature. Here the explanation of all the systems I've given. Sympathetic nervous systems means which prepares the body for action, for stress, means it is a fight or fight site. And parasympathetic nerves are those which calms down the body, which helps the body to conserve the energy or which brings back the action. For example, before the result announces, our heartbeat automatically increases. Unknowingly it increases, so that is sympathetic nervous system. But once we see our result, then our heartbeats come down to normal. So this is parasympathetic nervous system, in which it brings down the heartbeat. So this is sympathetic and parasympathetic, they work together and contrary to each other. Now let's learn about human brain. So human brain is the main coordinating center of the body. It is the part of the nervous systems which controls and monitors every organ of the body. The weight of the brain in adults is about 1400 grams, and the different regions, we can divide the brain into three parts: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. So you can see the orange part all is the forebrain, the midbrain is the smallest one, and then this pink one is the hindbrain. We can divide this forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain further. Forebrain is divided into cerebrum, thalamus and hypothalamus, and hindbrain is divided into cerebrum, cerebellum, pons and medulla oblongata. Then let's learn about forebrain. This is the main thinking part of the brain. It consists of cerebrum, thalamus and hypothalamus. The forebrain has sensory regions which receives the sensory impulses from various receptors. It also has motor regions which controls the movement of various muscles. There are separate areas in the forebrain specialized for hearing, smelling, seeing, general sensations such as pain, touch, taste, etc. So we can divide our cerebrum part into these four lobes: temporal lobe, frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe. Temporal lobe is associated with the ears. We have learned that ears are the receptors. So these ears, this temporal lobe is helpful in hearing, learning and feeling. Frontal lobe is for thinking, memory, behavior and movement. This is the main thinking and learning part of our brain. Parietal lobe is associated with our language and touch. Occipital lobe is associated with the eye. That means it helps in the in seeing something. Then after cerebrum, we also have thalamus and hypothalamus in the forebrain. So thalamus receives the nerve impulses of pain, temperature, touch and convey it to the cerebrum. The cerebrum receives the signal and sends the stimulus. If it is required for memory storage, it will store it in the brain, and if it is needed to respond then and there, so it will send the signal to the motor nerve and respond accordingly. Hypothalamus controls the involuntary functions like hunger, thirst, sweating, fatigue and sleep. So these are the functions of all these. Then midbrain controls involuntary actions and also the reflex movement of head, neck and eyes. This is the function of the midbrain. Hindbrain is associated with composed of cerebellum, pons and medulla oblongata. So this is the medulla oblongata, also known as brainstem. So the cerebrum controls the body movement, it balances the body and it also maintains the posture. Pons, this is the part of pons. This pons helpful in the controls the respiration, and medulla controls the heartbeat, blood pressure, swallowing, coughing, sneezing and vomiting. Now next is spinal cord. The spinal cord, it is a continuation of medulla oblongata and runs through the vertebral column. The outer portion of the spinal cord is known as the white matter. This whole is the white matter. This one is the white matter. This white matter consists of nerve fibers, and the inner portion is called as the gray matter. This consists of cell body of the neurons. So we can see the cell body is there and the fibers are in the white matter. This is the cell body and the white matter. In the white matter we are having a long fiber of neurons. There are total 31 pairs of spinal nerves arises from the spinal cord, and these nerves are connected to the heart, lungs, stomach, urinary bladder, muscles to control the voluntary actions. Means these 31 pairs are attached with all the body organs because it controls all the activities of body organs, and also they are attached with the muscles to control the voluntary actions. Voluntary actions means the actions which is controlled by according to our wish. When we want to walk, we walk. In which direction, in whatever direction we want to walk, we walk according to that. Whenever we want to pull something or push something, so we move our muscles accordingly. So these are all the voluntary actions, and involuntary actions takes place in our body which is going on inside unknowingly. So like heartbeat, respiration, release of a gastric juice, release of the saliva in the mouth, contraction muscles of heart, stomach, the functions which is going on, digestion process which is going on in the small intestine. So many activities which takes place in our body, urine formation in the kidney, all these are involuntary actions which takes place in the body unknowingly. So these are all involuntary actions. Now how the brain and spinal cord, which is very important to us, so how they are protected. So the brain, which is the important organ, requires protection, and therefore it is enclosed in a bony box called cranium. So this is the outer region which is of bone and also known as bony box. So this bony box is known as skull or cranium. Inside the brain box there is also a fluid filled which acts as a shock absorber and thus provides further protection to the brain. Spinal cord is having this is a spinal cord, this blue one, and outer the spinal cord we are watching that there are the vertebral columns. So there are these vertebral columns. These are the bones. So this bony vertical rod is called vertebral column. So we have, from these spinal cord there are 31 nerves arises. pair of 31 nerves. So altogether a pair of 31 nerves arises from these spinal cord, and 12 pairs arises from the brain. So the pairs which arises from the brain, they are called cranial nerves, and the pairs which arises from the spine or spinal cord, they are called spinal nerves. Now it's a time to answer these questions. Tag me down in the comment section how you're liking my videos. I will soon bring more such videos. Till then, stay connected with me by subscribing my channel. This is all for now. Thank you. Stay healthy and take care.